A very good morning to all of you, and welcome to the All India Council for Technical Education sponsored 5 days faculty development program on fundamentals of polymer rheology and soft matter with thrust area of biomimetics, organized by Kavayatri Bainabai Chaudhary, North Maharashtra University, Jalgaon during 15 to 19 September 2020. Myself is Dr. Tushar Deshpande, coordinator of this program. On this important day, I also wish all of you a very happy Engineers Day. Today, for this inaugural function, we have our respected director of our institute, University Institute of Chemical Technology, Kavayatri Bainabai Chaudhary, North Maharashtra University, Jalgaon, Professor Dr. J.B. Naik sir, as a chairman of this FDB. I sincerely welcome you, sir, for this inaugural function. Now, we have in this faculty development program 77 participants who are the faculties, PG scholars from AICT approved colleges and industrial professionals all over the India who have registered for this course. In the coming 5 days, we have a packed schedule of 14 sessions, including 13 technical sessions and 1 yoga or art of living session. During these sessions, experts in the field of rheology and soft matter from various prestigious institutes like IIT Hyderabad, IIT Bombay, IIT Ropar, IIT Kanpur and SVNIT Surat, along with professionals from industries like Anton Par India Private Limited, Henkel Adhesives, Pune, Croda India Private Limited, Mumbai, will guide the participants. Thank you very much. Now I request our respected director, Professor Dr. J.B. Naik sir, to please inaugurate this FDP and present his chairman's remarks. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Very good morning to all. Respected invited speakers from various institutes and industries. Dr. Tushar Deshpande, coordinator of Faculty Development Program, and dear participants. It is a great pleasure to welcome you all for the inaugural function of All India Council for Technical Education sponsored 5 days national level faculty development program on fundamentals of polymer rheology and soft matter, organized by University Institute of Chemical Technology, Kavayatri Bainabai Chaudhary, North Maharashtra University, Jalgaon during 15 to 19 September 2020. I declare that the FDP is now open for its deliberations. We all are very aware about the rheology. It deals with the deformation and flow of matter, especially non-Newtonian flow of liquids. The soft matter is a convenient term for materials that are easily deformed by thermal functions and external forces. So we know the examples we are routinely using: paint, blood, milk, ice cream, etc. Soft materials are having several characteristic features. Nowadays, research on rheology of soft materials, including colloidal suspensions, glasses, phase, emulsions, foams, polymer networks, liquid crystals, granule materials, and cells, has been captured the interest of scientists and engineers in various fields such as physics, chemical engineering, material science, cell biology, etc. In this faculty development program, during these 5 days, as Dr. Tushar Deshpande has already told you, so you must be serious about the 5 days program. So you have the test will be conducted. You must secure minimum 60% mark so that you will get the certificate as well. I hope you will enjoy this 5 days program. My best wishes to all of you. Be safe. Thank you.
So thank you very much, sir, for your precise remarks. Thank you.
Basically, what is rheology? as the director sir told, that rheology is nothing but the science of deformation of material. It is the flow of material we are studying. Correct. Basically, it includes the theory underlying the deformation and practice of measurement. Basically, rheology is concerned with the question. What question? How does a material respond to a force? So let me show you one basic equation in words. What is it? Force. What is force? Force is nothing but the material property into measurement of response. So if I will elaborate this term more, then I can say that the scientist basically refers to these forces acting on the material, not in terms of force, but in terms of stress. What is stress? Stresses are force per area. On the other hand, when we are talking about this response, then how we can quantify? How we can quantify in terms of deformation, that is the strain or rate of strain on the shear stress and shear rate curve. So this is the Newtonian plot, but for Bingham plastic, you are able to see that this fluid will start moving once it will overcome certain stress value. And Bingham plastic fluids basically follow the linear relation between shear stress and shear rate. All viscoplastic fluids are not necessarily follow this shear stress and shear rate behavior linearly, but it could be non-linear also, similar to shear thinning and shear thickening. But my interest is basically in viscoplastic fluids. In our real life, we have example of such kind of material. For example, meat extract. It will start flowing only once it will overcome the stress value of 20 Pascal. Similarly, carbopool solution.
Concentration increases from 5 to 20%, you will see that particle to particle interaction starts to increase, and that will basically show that the viscosity is increasing with concentration. So we will no more see any zero shear viscosity plateau. Okay, so in case of polymer, whether you do a rotational test or oscillatory test, what you will get as an output is if you do a rotational test, you will get a shear rate viscosity with shear rate, and if you do a oscillatory test, basically the frequency sweep, I will explain what is frequency sweep in the few slides. So you will get in oscillatory test, you will get a complex viscosity, and you can plot this complex viscosity against the applied frequency, and you will get a typical graph of viscosity versus shear rate or frequency. The both will show the similar behavior, that your complex viscosity or shear viscosity will show you a plateau.
Structured. Now we know that simple liquids such as water, alcohol, various kinds of oils, etc., are viscous in nature, and these are the systems with the smallest size.
So you can simultaneously do scanning of your sample and also do Raman analysis of your sample and see the chemical composition of your sample as well as physical composition of your sample. So now let's come to the biomimetics, that some of the work that we have done at Center for Nanosciences. So as you know, lotus leaf repels water. It doesn't allow water to spread on its leaf. Instead, the water forms bead-like structures. So we have developed a method to mimic those microstructures on a silica film, and I will tell you about those structures in a bit. The other method that you see in nature is that there are peacock spiders which has a very nice structural colors on its back, similar to the peacock.
See, it was glassy, leathery, rubbery, and if you go on further increasing it, so what will happen? I should draw another one which is represented by some liquid or viscous behavior, है ना? So the viscous behavior I can draw like this is your axis, and how should I draw? At this moment, I have initiated that, and it is deforming, and yes, it is dissipated, parallel. This is E, this is time. So this is the viscous behavior. So accordingly, here, if you want to use some model, physical model, how can you draw that for this situation? It is simply for dashpot. Simply that dashpot. Here, if you want to draw a model for this thing, how to draw it? Elastic. Spring only, and here we are having combination of these two, combination of dashpot here and combination of that. So what do you think here? What is the main application, or in which what happens physically? It is deforming, and there is also some permanent deformation over here.
Same plasticity as that of your electrospin 10% crosslink PDMS. And again, if I will increase it, then there is a change, there is a decrease. So if I will plot all these things on a graph, then this is the graph comparison of average macroscopic bulk elastic modulus with the plasticity index. So the blue line is indicating your plasticity. So initially NS0 is nothing but it's a pure or 10% crosslink PDMS. When I will incorporate 0.1%, the plasticity is decreased. It means that elasticity is increased. So just compare it with this red one. So red is ES0 is indicating the bulk that is generally measured by your UTM machine, bulk elastic modulus. So measured by UTM machine. So red line is indicating that. So elasticity is increased for 0.1%. Then if I will increase this concentration of electrospun nanofiber, this plasticity is again increased from 0.1 to 0.5.
I'm Dr. Pratibha Pandey, Assistant Professor in Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology, Greater Noida. I'm highly glad to share my experience on this 5 days AICTE sponsored faculty development program, which was organized by KB Chaudhary, North Maharashtra University, Jalgaon. All the speakers and the sessions were highly informative and insightful, which are really very helpful in enhancing and exploring my research as well as academic capabilities. This FDP program has not only provided us the certificate but also helped us in exploring new areas in the field of science and technology, which we can also utilize for our research as well as for our students also, by which they can also explore these new ventures. Last but not least, the contribution of the organization was highly appreciable. Especially, I like to thank Dr. Tushar, who has helped us in every possible manner. Definitely, I would love to join such type of events organized by this institute in future. Thank you so much.
It was an enriching experience attending the 5 days workshop by UICT KBC Jalgaon. The workshop gave an holistic learning about the applications of viscoelasticity and rheology, ranging from industrial applications to research-specific areas such as food processing or biological cells. The organizers of the workshop were very considerate in acknowledging the diverse backgrounds of the participants. They took an extra care in ensuring that when the mathematics of the course went into depth, the participants from non-mathematics background do not get bogged down by the intensity of the course. It was really encouraging for me to see such an attitude from the organizers. As a participant, I loved attending this workshop, and I look forward to attending similar workshops in the future.
Hello everyone, my name is Daphne Sherin, working as Assistant Professor in T. John College of Pharmacy, Bangalore. Recently, I have attended an online AICTE-sponsored national level FDP on fundamentals of polymer rheology and soft matter. The FDP was organized by Kavayatri Bahinabai Chowdhury, North Maharashtra University. The FDP was about various aspects of rheology, covering biomimetics, soft matter, etc. Even though this particular field is very vast and bears a lot of different aspects of methodologies in it, this FDP covered most of the important topics. That is, starting from fundamentals of viscosity, polymer structure, applications of rheology in various fields, analytical data interpretations, and so on. The FDP covered all the fields ranging from chemical engineering, physics to material science, cell biology, pharmacy, and so on. I really appreciate the insight that was provided and the time the resource person took following the session to provide answers for all the queries related to the topic. That showed the commitment towards the FDP. I especially thank the course coordinator, Dr. Tushar Deshpande, who coordinated the FDP in such a calm, composed, and in a well-organized manner. Thank you for giving us all this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Good morning, dear participants and organizers. I am here giving my feedback on the STTP organized by AICTE Atal initiative. That is from 15th of September to 19th of September. I have attended all the sessions, all the days, and I learned a lot of this particular topic, that is fundamentals of rheology and soft matter. In the day one, I had a good combination of learning experience with the basics of rheology, and in the afternoon session on day one, I have some experience of mathematical calculation based on the elasticity, viscosity, and behavior of soft matter in polymers and all. So overall, in the second day also, third day also, fourth day also, and the fifth day, the experts give detailed information about each and every topic of the rheology, particularly for the polymers and the compounds used in biomimetics. And the instrumental part is very good. They explain the analysis part also in a manner that each and every faculty of all of us learn well. Many a times it has been observed that such type of online STTPs are not better than the offline FDP or STTP. But I just want to say here that this particular STTP is just at par with the offline also, because the way specifically Professor Balaji Iyer explained mathematical portion, I learned new things in a better way. And if some problem is there, they repeatedly give some tips how to solve basic mathematical problem based on this viscoelasticity and all subjects. I want to mention one more point, that I enjoy the learning experience with Professor Kulkarni of IIT Kanpur. Their lecture is very good. So in all the experts from IITs and all the national organization, they give the better input of the subject. It's really a faculty development program, as it is interdisciplinary, focusing on the basics of chemical science as well as its application to the medicinal sector, that is in the trend area biomimetics. So really I enjoy the learning experience during this time, that is 15th of September.